Hi, this is Paul Ward. I'm the Vice President for Business Development for Pear Tree Search, and I'd like to spend the next couple of minutes talking with you briefly about Pear Tree Search and how it works and how it might fit into your business model. We think Pear Tree Search, being a shape-based search, is part of the next 10%, and we definitely think it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get started. Our agenda is very simple today. I only have your attention for a couple of minutes, so we'll keep it as simple as possible. The first thing I'm going to do is take you through a proof of concept website that we have built that gives you a glimpse of Pear Tree Search for classified furniture sales. And then we'll talk briefly about the market, what the implications are from a market standpoint for Pear Tree Search. Let's start with taking a look at IDOTA. IDOTA is a proof of concept that we built based upon subject matter expertise of one of the team members here at Pear Tree Search, Roger Shrink, who was the inventor. Our platform is based upon Roger's patent for pairing up images that are associated with an object. Now, let me tell you a little bit more about that by actually taking you through what we did with IDOTA. IDOTA is an almost fully populated website that we developed based upon the principles of Pear Tree Search. It's designed specifically to help people find furniture when they don't know how to describe it in text. So the very kind of search that is ideal on IDOTA is very difficult to do using typical search engines. Let's say you're Betsy Jones and your mother gave you a chair that looks like this, and for some reason you need to replace it. Maybe it's been destroyed in a fire, water damage, whatever the reason might be. Betsy Jones is very clear about the kind of chair she wants to replace it. So you would come to IDOTA with an image in your mind's eye of what the chair actually looks like. Since you're looking for a chair, you would click on chairs. And the idea here is that you can instantly identify the category that you're looking for just by looking at the image. It's a lot faster than reading text. So clicking on chairs, Betsy goes through a series of very simple screens where she gets to select elements of a typical chair, clicking in particular on the parts that best fit what she has in her mind's eye. Here she's looking specifically at backs, and she sees a back that correlates nicely to what she has in mind. So she clicks on that, and then she goes to looking at legs. This is all very fast, by the way. People can instantly detect what they're looking for by just glancing. Now in this case, 3 of these leg types look very similar to what her original chair looked like. She's either not sure which one is the exact fit, or it doesn't matter to her, but she selects all 3. And then the 3 she selected appear to the left, indicating how she has narrowed down her search. Notice she hasn't typed a single word here. So the frustration that she might feel trying to come up with terminology to describe these attributes of the chair has been completely avoided. And in fact, this has been really fun for her. So from a customer engagement standpoint, Betsy's totally engaged with this use case. This screen summarizes what she actually has selected so far. She selected a seat back and 3 candidate legs. If she wanted to, she could get specific by talking about dimensions or prices, but she decides not to. She's going to click on Get Results. And when she gets to the results page, she sees a narrow set of chairs that very closely match what she's looking for. Now this is an actual search page from the IDOTA site, and all of these chairs are really available on the market, or where when we put them into play on the database. The one that she's looking for is on that screen, and she selects it to see a full scale image with information about services that are related to that: upholsterers, movers, refinishers, and so on. So Betsy's very happy. She's gotten what she wants. And of course, the seller is thrilled because she, who is Scarlett Fox, in fact, has a buyer that really wants what she has to sell, as opposed to what you might find on a competing marketplace, an online classifieds space, where someone in Scarlett's position could be dealing with a lot of customers who either aren't sure they've got the right thing, or feel as though they've got something that's good enough, but it isn't necessarily the optimum choice for them. They're not sure it's the optimum choice for them, which means that Scarlett may have to dicker over price. But in this particular example, because Scarlett knows that Betsy Jones really wants this, that she's gotten the optimum choice, that means that there's a lot less price sensitivity here. So Scarlett's very happy with this. And of course, Betsy is happy, and all the service providers are happy. So what it means, this example had to do with furniture, but actually applies to any hard to describe category, what we call an aesthetic category. There are lots of them, and particularly in the online classified space, this is a particularly difficult set of product categories to deal with, because people who put these up for sale often don't know how to describe them. And even when they do, the people who are trying to buy these items don't know how to describe them. So this method of pairing exemplary images, these line drawings, with an actual photograph may seem obvious, and it may seem technically easy, but there are a couple of things. First, it is easy, and second, it is protected by patent. That's part of what makes Pear Tree Search so exciting, is that it potentially can revolutionize the way aesthetic objects are bought and sold, but it doesn't have to be difficult to implement. Easy user adoption, inevitable because it's so obvious and so clear and actually fun, and the technical adoptions are very light as well. We'll talk about the technical adoption aspects more in our next presentation, but for right now, just know that it's a series of images from a visual alphabet that are placed on a server and used to tag the actual image. Potentially, this represents a huge sector shift, because any licensee gets to control the conversation about these product categories. You get to control the answer to the question, does it look like? Does the thing that you're looking for look like something else? That's what the patent covers. And that's very powerful for any company that licenses the Pear Tree patent, because it means that they can offer a very simple to implement, very powerful shape-based search and keep competitors at bay with the right licensing arrangement. It's not just furniture, it's any aesthetic product, including fashion and accessories, architectural items. And it's not just Pear Tree Search that's interested in shape-based search. This is where everything is headed. Microsoft has spent millions of dollars on shape recognition algorithms. Like.com is very advanced in the way they use computer algorithms to determine the shape of an object from a photograph.